You make your way into the tavern. The goblins drink nectar mead as they bicker with the elves. You choose to sit with the bard and the troll. This is what they have to say.
All right. This is it. This is the new setup. We're here. We're ready. Troll Bar Tavern.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Troll Bar Tavern.
That's right. It's your hosts, Jesse and Jake, the troll and the bard, here with our slightly upgraded setup in a new room. Better computer. That's another big thing. We've got monitors that we can stare at. It's crazy. There's a heater.
We have a fire.
Yeah. We have a legit little rinky-dink fireplace. It's pretty cool.
Feeling like a cozy little tavern.
Oh, man. We got to get some drinks.
Some mead.
Some mead. But, we can just dive into it. As everybody knows, we've been playing Pokemon Revolution Online. So this is just some footage. The main thing about this is... I mean, I have my Rhyhorn. Oh, this is where I got all the stuff you gave me.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew you sent the Charizard and everything, and you told me you sent like a costume too, and I was like, oh sweet, let me check this out. And man, when I put it on, I didn't know what I expected.
Oh, because you didn't even know what it was.
No,
right?
no. Apparently, you could take your clothes off and just hang out in like boxers and a t-shirt. Didn't know that.
That's cool.
But yeah, I had to find it because I was like, "Where are the things?" It's in the little Clefairy doll. That's where all your cosmetic stuff goes. Goth clothes. Yeah. So there's got to be a clip or something out there where these dudes like they're in like under bridges and stuff like that, and they're doing like this like weird dance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what the clothes is like based off of. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, that is hilarious. So this is my character now. Just 100%. This is what I roll with. And he's got like I got my little Charizard.
Yeah. I thought that would look sweet.
Oh yeah, dude. It's super cool. It took me a while to like get used to it. And for a while I actually forgot I had it. But I took this footage because I wanted to show off Headbutt and Dig in particular. Because these two moves will give you access to certain Pokemon that you can only find through headbutting trees and digging up. Yeah. So this isn't part of the footage. This happened later.
Mm-hmm.
But down in Pallet Town, which is where you start, I headbutted a tree and a Charmander fell out.
Oh snap!
One of the starters. So like I started with Squirtle and now I've got a Charmander. He's not super good, but like it was just crazy. I was like, I didn't think I could get a starter out of headbutting a tree. But yeah, I just EV trained this Rhyhorn, so he's not great right now. But he can one-shot a bunch of level 9s. And I got tired of that eventually. But the main thing is headbutting trees, you can either find nothing, you can find items, or you can find Pokemon. So it's a good way to get berries in particular. And I think in the footage, you'll actually see me. I use a lot of the berries to cure like paralysis versus like running all the way back to a Pokemon Center.
So this is like original Pokemon software, right?
I
like edited, or did they just completely redo their own thing?
I think they built it from scratch, man. Honestly, because I feel like they would have gotten sued for using like Nintendo property, like Game Freak property.
Yeah, but also people do it in other countries. They don't care.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So you think it's built from the ground up?
I think so. Because I've been looking at a lot of the character sprites and everything like that, and there's always like something a little bit off. They're good, but they don't like feel 100% like they copy pasted or just like traced over.
Okay.
I think they honestly did the art from the ground up too, which is wild.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that either.
Yeah.
That actually happened. Somebody like ripped art from an old PS2 game to try to put it on their new PC game, and players called them out for it pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's like a copyright, and I didn't have a Venonat, so that was me like catching a Venonat. I was like, sweet.
So if you're just listening, the bard is running around with a little green headphones on and a green goth outfit.
Oh yeah, I totally didn't even think of that. Like people aren't watching the same thing we're watching. This is like a first for us. So it's
if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, you're seeing everything we're seeing. But yeah, it's man, I'm not sure what to call it. They're like goth ravers, and they do like this crazy dance. It's mostly a lot of arm like waving.
You can. Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, I'll have to show you a video after this.
I thought you said like someone else was, or an NPC or something.
No. I'm pretty sure it's like legit. Like they based it off some people. But yeah, again, I'm running around. I'm rebattling trainers as much as I can, because that's just a big XP boost compared to killing wild Pokemon. Plus, you get more money. But yeah, it took me a while to remember I had a mount. Or a bike, I mean. So I just like walked through a good portion of this like content.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, wait, why am I going so slow?
Yeah. But after this, man, I mean, after the gameplay stops, I trained up this dude. I evolved him. He's got like a pretty baller moveset right now.
Who is it?
Yeah. This Rhyhorn.
Oh, okay.
I evolved him into a Rhydon. And I'm hoping to get the Protector item and trade him so he can evolve again into Rhyperior. But yeah, it's just, man, I gotta make sure I don't like watch the video more than I talk. Can't leave our Spotify listeners out in the dust. But I got a couple badges. I trained him up. Like I said, he's a
How many
monster.
badges you got, my dude?
Oh, don't flex on me. I've got 6, I think.
Okay.
I just kind of like had to bull rush a little bit. I got this dude trained. Made a little loop everywhere. Dude wants.
I am currently leveling up a Magnemite, and he already evolved, so he's a Magneton.
Magneton. Yeah.
And I actually bought him off someone else.
Yeah?
Because, the stats were good. I don't think the nature whatever thing lines up, but that's okay. Because I need him right now to get this badge.
What, who are you battling now?
I just have to beat a level 72 Mewtwo. That's all the battle is for this badge. I think it's the 8th.
Yeah?
The 8th badge. I don't know.
Huh. Oh, you fighting Gary or Blue or whoever his name is?
I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, I don't care what this man's name is.
But I'm leveling up a Magnemite, hopefully to paralyze him.
Yes. If he's fast enough, definitely.
Yeah, his stats are like 30 on the speed, so I'm always attacking first.
He's gonna be monster.
Yeah. So I've actually taken a break from progressing. I had to go back and start leveling. It's fun.
Yeah, this Rhyhorn, the reason I liked him so much is his attack is a 31, and his nature gives the +2 attack. So he's going to be able to just hit, and he does hit hard. Right now he's like one-shotting everything.
Yeah, that's how this is going. Fighting stuff like 10 levels lower than me. I'm trying to, I think I just ran somewhere where they're about my level. He's only 55 right now.
Yeah.
I got a ways to go. Little ways.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I mean, Magneton evolves one more time.
Okay.
To some kind of giant UFO-looking Magnemite. So if you Google it a little bit, you can probably find the item. And
I'm ready to get fly, man. I'm sick of walking.
Dude, for real.
Dude, my little dig dude refuses to go through. He won't obey my command.
What do you mean?
I think I have to get his happiness level up or something, because it just says he refuses.
Yes.
He
Yes.
refuses.
I
And I'm
do
like,
remember.
No, I'm not going through this.
No. It's like happiness 150, which I don't know what that means. The Sand Slash, that's my dude I used to dig. I was actually using him as one of my main dudes, which is why his happiness got up so high. And then as soon as I got that Rhyhorn, that dude was just like, I'm throwing all my HMs on him. Like, Rhyhorn's just better. Sand Slash was okay. He got me through a lot of tough battles, but like, he's the dude that wrecked through the Team Rocket hideout. All those poison Pokemon and stuff like that, he just ripped through them. But Rhydon, Rhyhorn was just like, he's just tank.
I think my Roselia's at 85 or something.
Yeah, if
86.
you get Shiny Stone, I think she evolves again, or he evolves again. So like,
Josh was telling me about that. He's like, you got to find it.
mm-hmm.
Like, oh.
Oh yeah, they're just, when they evolve, they just get stronger.
So yeah, this is still my game of the week. I've also been playing ARAMs.
Yeah, have you? How's that been going?
Pretty good. It's fun. It's good to try to have fun when you're playing League.
Yeah. Not being a salty Sanders or nothing.
Yeah. Losses don't feel as bad. And yeah, you get to try out new champions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're just playing casters. Gonna throw up some footage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I mean, I'm excited about this. Even Pokemon is kind of forcing me to play with dudes I normally don't. Normally, I just kind of like fall into the same sort of like routine.
Mm-hmm.
But like with these, it's like I'm actually paying attention to their stats. Their Ivies in particular. And when I find one that's good, I'm just like, I'll just use him. Like,
yeah, I found a website that tells you like what the top 5 or so are.
Yeah.
In order, it'll tell you, I think.
Really?
Yeah. So you just, on your keyboard, hit Control F for find, and then you type in the name of the Pokemon, and then hit enter, and it'll bring you right to it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you the site.
Yeah, that's sweet. We could even put a link in the video, mayhaps.
Sure, yeah.
So we could help out all our fellow Pokemanners. But yeah, Pokemon's probably been my game of the week too. I've been helping John get through it a little bit. Another game, speaking of games with John, was Post Mouse, which is a free-to-play on Steam, and it's a fun little game. And the footage here, I'm assuming everyone can see on YouTube. John actually is playing and recording it, so that's why it's a little bit spazzy.
Oh, he's gonna be pumped when he sees this.
Oh yeah. I was worried because like he's still kind of getting used to controllers.
What up, John?
Yeah, shout out to John for providing content for us. But
it's great.
Yeah, there's no audio or anything like that. It's just video of him playing, but the camera's a little spazzy, so I didn't know if it'd make like people motion sick or whatever. But he had a ball, and I only recorded like up to the first mission. So, but Post Mouse is cool, man. It's just like you're a little mouse and you're delivering letters to other little woodland creatures. There's no like combat. It's just like platforming and puzzle solving, and it's just like a really chill, real laid back game. It's cool. I want to
like
play
our Schoolhouse Detective or whatever that game was.
Absolutely, man.
Doing puzzles at a young age on the PC.
Yeah, he loves it. It's cool. It's super low key, and my computer runs it great, which I'm hyped about. I was worried about 3D games like not being able to like record and play at the same time.
Oh, your computer should be
yeah.
primo for that.
It's so good. Like I'm not used to how good it is right now. But yeah, I was running Post Mouse on like 80 frames. And I'm like, oh, I can definitely record this. Recording didn't even drop at a single frame. It was wild. But yeah, so probably Pokemon and then a second would be Post Mouse. for my game of the week. Again, 2 free-to-play games that are super fun, super great, low-key. Get Post Mouse for your kids or like little cousins or nephews or whatever. They can play it. It's easy. It's fun. Simple. But yeah, man. So, geez, what else you been up to?
Oh man. Well, as far as gaming, I already said ARAMs.
Yeah.
So that would be my follow-up.
You been checking out any or keeping an eye on any games coming out?
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, it's probably the same ones I've been looking at.
Diablo 4.
The
Because the reason why I bring it up again is because, sure, if you pre-order it, you get access to the beta next weekend.
next week.
But the weekend after that is open beta to everyone. It's even coming out on the PS4.
Yeah?
It's going to be on everything.
You think it's going to be
It's completely cross-platform.
Is it?
They said they made it completely
Perfect.
cross-plat.
Honestly, I think that's what everybody's moving towards right now. There's a lot of cool games. One is Warframe, which I don't know if I've talked about Warframe. But I personally think it's the best free-to-play game out there. But it just went cross-platform like within the last year. So now
I got a friend at work who talks about it.
oh, it's
He's
Robot
like trying
Space
to
Ninjas.
explain everything to me. I'm just like, go on.
Don't worry about the lore, man. It's crazy and it's convoluted.
No, not the lore. He was explaining weapons and pretty much.
It's so grindy, but like, I mean, we kind of like thrive on the grindy games, man.
True that.
So like, but yeah, it's Robot Space Ninjas, man. That's what it is. it's that's the simplest
How
way.
could
I can
you go
describe it.
wrong?
Yeah, free. It's free.
Free.
It's free on all platforms, and now they're cross-platform. So no matter what your friends got, you can play with your friends, and that's a big thing.
When's the last time you've been on there?
Man, it's probably been a couple months. I've been logging in here and there because you get login bonuses. Oh yeah, this is the burrow. No, I didn't use it. Whatever. I'm stupid. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you get the login bonuses, and eventually you get like some cool stuff. Blah blah blah. But I think it's just fun, man. And it was when I started playing, it was already like 7 years old. So I had like 7 years of content to catch up on. So it was just like I had so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, there's still plenty left for me to do because they're putting out new content all the time.
I'm trying out WoW this weekend.
I saw that, yes.
A friend from work, he let me know that Dragonflight
Dragonflight
is
one.
free this weekend.
Yeah, I saw you make a little undead boy when I walked in.
Yeah, I was looking at like all the new stuff and just thought, nah. Nah.
Screw that. Give me the old dead boy.
Yeah. Undeads and Night Owls are my faves. I would go back to class. I mean, I'm going to eventually.
Yeah.
At some point, whether it's a private server or Blizzard. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
I can only do it once a year, once every 2 years. Because when I grind on it, it's usually pretty hard.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Nah, I'd happily go back and play Classic. Like, I loved Classic. I like Burning Crusade. I think I already said this. Lich was okay. Wrath of the Lich King.
One of the reasons why I played Classic last year is because I kind of had a challenge.
Oh?
Well, my friend wanted me to join his realm, and I was like, all right, I'll get 30 days.
Yeah.
Do you think I can get the max level in 30 days?
100% you can.
He was like, nah. The fastest levelers, it takes some blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what he said. But that's like right when I clicked the subscription.
Yeah.
And did it. And I, Classic WoW, 1 to 60 in 18 days.
Yeah. It definitely takes a lot longer. The less
determined.
expansions. Yeah, I can tell, man. But like I said before, the new ones, like, you can get there so quick. Like, it's not even hard.
Yeah.
So
You start, I think he said you start off at like 60. But remember how I said the max is they lowered the max. And
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to make the game better. But yeah, I'm gonna try it out this weekend for the first time.
Yeah. If it wasn't such a big download, I might try it out too, but
Yeah, I bet it was. I didn't even look. I just hit it and went to bed.
it's huge. Guild Wars 2 is like that too, man. It's just huge.
Dude, is Guild Wars 1 still a thing?
Yeah, I think the servers are still up. I mean, I own the game, so I guess I could download it and check. But
I was thinking about looking up a private server for that, but
that would be
if,
cool.
if the original servers are still going,
I think they are.
I'd like to try that
Yeah.
again.
Guild Wars 2 is great though, man. Honestly.
Yeah, it is good, but I always just want to go to Classic, at that point.
Yeah. Nostalgia.
Yeah.
I get it.
But we did play Guild Wars 1 a little bit, or I played it a little bit growing up.
Yeah.
So I would like to look back at that.
Oh yeah.
The show.
It definitely had like, I don't know why, but a lot of the characters, it kind of just made it feel more like the Asian MMOs, like they kind of all have like Asian type like facial features and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got that feel from Guild Wars 1. Like they were trying to get on the MMO train and they like looking at like really popular I don't know, Japanese, maybe even Korean MMOs for like inspiration. Which is definitely definitely not a bad thing at all. Like, yeah, they're successful. Let's do what they're doing, 100%. But the art has just changed so much and the style and the characters and everything has changed so much from
Japanese to American.
1 to 2. Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2.
I did try it a little bit when I was in some forest.
Mm-hmm.
I think I played it for one day.
That's all I can stand.
You gotta give it another shot.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I downloaded some building sims that I wanted to try out. Also free. I haven't got to play them yet. But one is Dark Forest, one's Colony Simulator. Another one is like some First Oxygen or Oxygen, something like that. And it looks pretty brutal. And like all of the videos that are posted are like in Russian. It's just like some Russian dude, and as soon as the video starts, he just starts talking about everything he's about to do, and he starts like building things, and he talks even faster, and I'm like, I don't think I could keep up to him if he was even speaking English. Dude was going a mile a minute.
It's like a cursive language. Like if you look at it in the way all cursive flows together, that's how their words go. It's just right after one another.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Yeah, I've watched some Tarkov videos, and it kind of seems like the dudes never stop talking. Like they're explaining things, and like it just kind of seems like everything's like a run-on sentence.
That's what it is.
It just kind of
It's
goes.
really the only way to speak it.
It's just all together.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. It's like very to the point. Where like we can just
Yeah, we have like pauses and stuff like that.
pause.
Definitely. You So got a question for you, Troll.
Sure. Laid on me.
Okay. So we talked about like our favorite class a while ago, our starting class, what we're into.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about our favorite weapons, our starting weapons. Right? Let's say a ranged and let's say a melee. Like, what are you going for?
For melee?
Yeah, doesn't matter what class you are. You can pick any ranged and any like melee weapon to be like proficient in.
Oh, you give me like 2 short swords.
2 short swords, like dual wielding?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What about a ranged weapon?
A wand.
Wand,
For sure.
spells and swords.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd probably go with the classic, the bow, maybe a crossbow, but probably just the bow.
I like it.
Yeah, and I'm really torn between like a sword and like a smaller shield, like almost like a buckler,
Okay,
or
Link.
or a spear. Yeah. I know. But yeah, you gotta have that like little level of safety, I guess. But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. It was just like, yeah, if you could just pick whatever, what'd you pick? Is that my phone or your phone? That's you. Unprofessional. Silence your phone, sir.
It's silent.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone heard that, but thank you for pointing it out to them.
Oh, you're welcome. You're not getting away with nothing in this podcast.
My plan
Yeah.
been foiled. What you doing right here?
Oh, yeah. So
Fighting some low levels.
I'm going through all these dudes. I mean, Rhyhorn Rhydon, it's tough, man, because he takes quadruple damage from grass and water. So, like, when those dudes hit, they wreck me. But I take, like, so little damage from, like, other physical attacks. Like, normal and flying, like, they just bounce off of me. It got better whenever he evolved. But yeah, it's just like, there's almost no damage when it's physical. As soon as it's like a special attack, that dude just loses such a big chunk. And that's kind of what he's gonna be, is just kind of like a chunky attacker, a little bit beefier. Right now he's got like Earthquake and Hammer Arm and Mega Horn. And I think the fourth one is a rock type move, but it's not very good. Smackdown? It might be Smackdown. But yeah, I'm using a berry right there. Saves me a trip. Can just keep battling. Gets rid of paralysis. And yeah. The berries are nice, man. If you got time to just like make a little trip around, collect berries, dig up items. Some stuff even sells for decent. There's certain items that like they use for evolving, you can sell for like 10, 20k, depending. And even some Pokemon are holding items. And if you get like Covet or Thief or all these different moves, you can just steal Pokemon's held items without like having to catch them and take the item off of them. So like
dude, two of my Pokemon have the ability where if it's about to die, it gets like one more chance to. Actually, it just gets a little bit of health back.
Is it
instead of dying?
Sturdy?
Yeah,
that's like if they would die from a one-hit KO, they instead have like 1 health.
Yeah.
It's
pretty nice.
It is. So
it's been useful.
So I don't know if you've looked at any of the like the competitive stuff. There's a really, really like janky combo with a level 1 Rattata. So level 1 Rattata, absolute trash, will die to pretty much everything. You give it an item. I don't know if it might be the Focus Sash, I'm not sure, but basically what it does is it gives it sturdy. It's like if it would die, it said goes to 1 health. And then you use Endeavor is a move that brings them to the same health that you are at. So you go to 1 health from their attack, you knock them to 1 health, and then you just have your Rattata no quick attack. And he just like gets priority and hits him first. But it's like it's a way you can kill pretty much any Pokemon with a level 1 Rattata.
Really?
Yeah, it's real janky, but like
nice.
Yeah. I've been watching that Temp 6T guy, and he's just been pulling out all the jank, and I've just been like loving it. All that stuff. Shout out to that dude. Again, second shout out for me because I've been loving his stuff. Another dude I've really been watching is Sylph Spectre on YouTube. and he's been doing all the Nuzlocke challenges, but he's been doing Nuzlocke challenges for every single game, every Pokemon game, and then each type in those Pokemon games. So he'll do a Nuzlocke challenge, but dragon only, or fire only. And then he'll do it like Pokemon Red, fire only, Pokemon Gold, fire only, Pokemon Ruby, fire only. And so he's just like hundreds and hundreds of
He's
videos.
in it.
Yeah. That's all he does is like Nuzlocke. I mean, I shouldn't say that's all he does. That's a lot of what he does is just Nuzlocke challenges.
What does that mean exactly?
So Nuzlocke, I think he uses like a little bit modified, but Nuzlocke is you can only catch the first Pokemon you find in each route or area. So whatever the first Pokemon into the grass is, you can catch that one. And that's kind of on your team. If a Pokemon faints, you have to either release it or put it in your box permanently. So it's just like, it's like a hardcore thing. Like if that Pokemon dies, it dies. Can't revive it, can't take it to a Pokemon Center. No using items during battles. They can still have held items, and you can use items outside of battle, but you can't use it in battle. And you can't exceed the highest level of the gym you're going to. So if they've got level 14s, you can't have any Pokemon above level 14. You can have them at level 14, but not above. So it's just like, it's a weird challenge that like you can play on any Pokemon. And yeah, it's just super popular. There's a whole bunch more rules, but those are kind of the gist.
Nice.
Yeah, it kind of forces people to use Pokemon that aren't like super good, and it prevents you from like breeding a crap ton of Pokemon to get like the correct EVs and nature and all that stuff. And yeah, it looks super fun. It's super entertaining. But the Sylph Spectre dude, he's funny. He's funny without going over the top, and he explains things without like sounding like a douche about it. So really, he's just a good channel. I like him. I've been watching like all of his videos.
Yeah, I've been watching Mad Poker on YouTube.
Yeah, you had poker on when I came in.
Yeah.
How's that been going? Anybody like in particular?
I watched this dude named Andy. I'm not sure what his last name is, but he is just a crusher in the high stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doug Polk. He I think he's like our age, a couple years or maybe a year younger. Maybe a year older, I forget.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got a pretty nice poker training course. It's expensive, but dude's a crusher.
Yeah.
It's mainly focused on like heads up poker, which is 1 versus 1.
Okay.
That's like his specialty. But yeah, he's been a millionaire since his early 20s, and
Playing poker?
yeah,
Dang.
yeah,
Good for him.
grinding his way up. Yeah, he tried to take a break from poker when crypto was really getting up there. Like, well, he was already doing it with his training course, like doing whatever he can to make money.
Yeah.
And he ended up quitting poker for a while, and started making money from crypto.
Okay.
And he's like, "Listen, guys," he's like, "How do you think you'd feel if you lost 50K in a poker game?" He was like, "I feel the same way. It feels the same, like regardless of how much money you have. Like losing 50K is losing 50K." He's like, I need to take a break from this.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's made millions.
Yeah.
Really successful.
Like a drop in the bucket for him, but he's still like taking it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
there's still so much you can do with that amount of money.
Oh yeah. My God. Dude, that's like a well over a year's income for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's not nothing. That's far from nothing.
Yeah, so then crypto, when that started to drop and crash a little bit, he returned to the poker world and he bought a poker room. They pretty much built a poker room in this casino.
Okay.
And they live stream it every day. It's Poker at the Lodge.
Poker at the Lodge.
Yeah.
Is that on YouTube or is it like on its own like
It's
Twitch?
YouTube.
Is it Twitch? Oh yeah, YouTube.
Probably Twitch too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty nice setup. And yeah, he's back in it.
Yeah, he's back to it.
Yeah. Super good player.
What anybody who's like looking to get into poker, do you have any like just kind of like general tips or strategies?
Definitely play for free chips. I did that for years, whether it was on my phone or on the PC, because there are some softwares that have like free chips and real money, and you can just play for free chips. And I did that for a while on this site. I didn't even know they had real money, or I knew that they had real money. I didn't know I could use it. I didn't know I could deposit because I, live in PA. And that was probably 7 years ago. And I was just playing for free chips, and I really quickly learned that if you just fold your bad hands right away and only play like the ones with potential, your chances of winning go up greatly. And I learned that just from free chips. Watching poker, I did that for years, every day. Just watch poker and play for free chips. And now there's like guides, pre-flop guides, hands to play, and depending on which position you are. Because there's the small blind, the big blind, and before the small blind is the button dealer. So that even though that player isn't dealing, they're in the dealer spot.
Okay.
And these are what create a dynamic in the game of poker, because the very next spot after the big blind, they're going first, and they have to worry about 7 people behind them acting. So there's way more hands you're going to be getting rid of when you go first. Now the big blind goes last, so he has a different range of hands he'll be playing.
Okay.
Depending on who raises. And typically the dealer spot is the strongest spot to be in. You're going to win most of your hands because you have position on the table. After the flop is out, everyone's going to be checking to you. So you could just bet with anything and take hands down. It's just the best spot to put pressure on people. But if you want to learn how to play poker, definitely watch a lot of poker. And just play for free chips. And I don't know. Just do it when you're ready, I guess.
Yeah.
First time I went, play with your friends too. If you can get people to play, you can learn a lot from that. Just little home games for $5, Did that, and then, first time I went and played, I did really well.
Yeah.
Just bought in for the minimum at the Rivers, $100. Played for 5 hours, left with $505.
Dang.
At like 6 in the morning. And that was the first time I ever played live poker, like real poker. I was like, I can get used to this.
Yeah.
And I was playing super tight. Like I was folding over 90% of my hands. I would play like 1 to 3 hands an hour. And for starting off, that's a really solid method. But over time, you just really got to learn when to attack with weaker hands also. And just when to bluff. And your bluffs have to tell stories. You can't just wait till the river and bluff. Because if your opponent's any good, they'll sniff it out. So, yeah. I love poker.
Yeah. Dude, you made as soon as you started talking about poker, like you were just like real chill, real laid back. As soon as poker came on, like I saw like your eyes got like all focused.
Life
and, like,
was returned.
Yeah, and you're just like, no, this is exactly how you play poker. Just like, I'll tell you everything that you ever need to know about poker.
Yeah, but I was thinking about it the other day. I don't know if I would. The game's not for everybody.
Sure.
That's the thing. It's a very grueling, tough game to master. But in the end, it's worth it if you can do it.
Yeah. what you said applies to a lot of things, which is like study and practice if you want to get good at a thing, and even a level of being like conservative, with your chips, with your hands,
Mhm.
with your actions, what you choose to pursue. I think that applies to a lot of things, but especially whenever you're dealing with money. Anything that has to deal with money, you need to be very focused, very studied, very even conservative.
Yeah.
To a certain point, obviously, but yeah, it's
On top of like just learning the game and every trick and every everything about the game, there's still so much more you have to master the game.
absolutely, man.
You have to completely be able to control your emotions, whether it's win or lose. It's just you really have to dull down.
Yeah.
And there are players out there who are able to be loud and have fun, and they're good for TV.
Yeah.
Good on them. But for the most part, you have to play your best, and if it doesn't work out your way, you got to suck it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny that like I guess you could probably apply it to a lot of things, but every like outburst or reaction or sigh or like hand movement is like possible ammo for your opponent to use against you.
Mm-hmm.
If they're good at the game and they can like recognize all these things. But if they're like well seasoned and every time you get a bad hand you like breathe out like a little exasperated sigh, like they're gonna catch that and then they have your tell or whatever and they got you pegged.
Yeah, that's really big in live poker.
Yeah. Hey, it was always wild because playing like online poker, you don't have to deal with that. Like they can't see you as the person. They can see what you're doing and how you like handle your cards, how often you fold, all those things.
Yeah, the way they can like try to sniff something out online is the timing of your bets.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people will just, whether they're bluffing, whether they're value betting, they wait the same amount of time and then they click the button.
Yeah.
You see that a lot in live streams.
Yeah, that's like in boxing. Even if you get knocked down, most fighters, if they're fine, they'll still wait till the 8 count, just to get like as a little bit more time to like rest. And another thing is if you get knocked down and you're fine and you pop right back up, the next time you get knocked down and you're not fine and you wait till the 8 count, your opponent knows that they hurt you. And they can sniff that out, and now they're like, all right, cool. He's getting tired. He's getting winded. He's hurt. I can move in on him. So you'll see a lot of fighters. They'll just be on a knee, and they'll just wait till the 8 count, and then they'll stand up, just to try to like hide future knockdowns.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's all this stuff, man. As soon as you start competing with another person, all these sort of like mind games and stuff start coming in. So towards the end of this video, whenever this happened, my internet dipped out real quick.
I see there's a couple seconds left.
Yeah, and then it just goes like boop and just shuts off. But I got a good like 40 minutes, so I was happy with the recording and it didn't corrupt or anything, so booyah. How about you? Oh, you do have game recording. I was just about to ask, you've been recording any games lately?
We're about to watch an ARAM.
Oh, I'm so ready. Yeah, sorry. Like, I guess not sorry, but we're having a lot of fun playing around with our new setup and access to new things. So alright. ARAM is all random, all middle.
1 lane, 5 versus 5, League
Okay.
of Legends.
Go ahead and pause it. We can run through these champions real quick. So, what I want you to do, because like I know a few of these guys, but I don't know all these guys. So, whenever you're running all random, all mid, is there like is there like a peak sort of like team composition you're looking for? Like, oh, you want a tank, you want a healer, and you want 3 DPS? Or like, is it just whatever? Does it all just come down to player skill?
You really just want to split up the AP and the AD. That way it's not all AP ability power, or it's not all attack damage.
Okay.
So you do want to split that up like a normal 5v5 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you just want CC, man. As much crowd controlled, the bigger the better. It's good to have a tank, but only if it's a tank that's also building damage as well.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. You can get away with anything. But...
Yeah. But I can imagine how much some champions do better when there's only one lane. I haven't seen a lot of ARAM.
There's only one lane.
There's one lane.
On
Is there
my
like...
team, we got Garen, Jax, Diana, Karthus, and I'm playing Twisted Fate.
Ooh.
So I would say our team is not that great. But...
So
we might be able to make it work. I'm not sure what happens this game.
Oh, is this just one in the pile of many you've been
Yeah.
recording? Sweet. Sweet. This will be like good for both of us then.
And playing against Renekton. You remember him? He's like the big crocodile dude.
Oh, yeah. Isn't he
Melee.
like a pharaoh kind of guy too?
Maybe.
No?
We got Renata. I'm not sure what she does. She's not that new, but not sure what she does. Then we have Nico. She's pretty good. Zoe, she's good. And Twitch. Twitch is my favorite, I think. I forgot about Twitch.
Is he the little poison rat?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I remember that boy.
Invisible, long-range poison rat.
Cool.
Let's see what happens this game.
Alright, so you've got Twisted Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so how do you build Twisted Fate? How are you supposed to build Twisted Fate? Like what?
You can build him AP or AD.
AP or AD.
Or a hybrid.
Okay.
I go straight AP, and I go with the items that like leave a burn. So I'm spamming my Q.
Ooh. Yeah. So you're just trying to hit him, get like
Just trying to hit him, yeah.
get some little dots on him and
My
stuff
little
with the
card
burn.
spread, yeah, and just burn him down. So I stack that AP.
So are you just kind of is your strategy just kind of whittle everybody down and have someone else finish, or are you looking for the finish?
Oh, I'm definitely looking to finish. We'll see what goes on here.
Yeah.
I lost 2 teammates. I'll go for the stun.
It's totally fine. It's just 2 teammates. Oof. Yeah. This stuff is crazy. It's there's no way we could like describe this to our podcasters.
One of my teammates died. I'm I'm the last one standing.
Yeah.
But they brought in this portal here that brings you to your farthest turret, which is pretty nice.
Is that someone's ability, or is that?
No, that's just in ARAMs now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's League is so freaking fast paced. I've never really been good at it. I think that's why I kind of gravitated towards jungling, because it was kind of like at my own speed, and like I knew that the mobs were going to be there, and they were just hanging out, and then I could like pop out whenever I wanted. Yeah, just go like,
Here comes Udyr.
yeah, bear, turtle, tiger, phoenix, and just like hit them or whatever. But there's just so much. Even Warframe, man, is such a fast paced game, especially at the higher levels, that like you're getting up in the same like button pressing amounts as StarCraft, nearly. Not as fast, but like as many buttons as you're like kind of hitting. You're just cycling through stuff. Because you have like little abilities, and you've also got to be constantly parkouring around and fighting stuff and navigating, and
Like a ninja.
you're like a ninja, like a robot ninja in space. Man, look at you trying to flex on these guys. Just doing a little dance in the middle of the lane.
I've got 0 kills and 2 assists. 0 kills, 0 deaths, 2 assists.
All right. Who do you think's the biggest problem on their team?
Probably Renekton.
Renekton. And is he just
a big tanky alligator, man, coming in with his blades. He never stops. He's very relentless this game. And the one girl on their team can throw something on him so he doesn't die. I think if he kills someone, he gets to stay alive. So
that's really good.
Yeah. I think that's Renata's all.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I mean, comparing this gameplay to what I'm used to with regular League, I mean, it's just constant. You're constantly pushing and pushing and pushing, and then they push back. Mm-hmm. It's just...
And now that they have that little portal that brings you to the lane quicker, it's...
Yeah. It seems like it's a lot more fast-paced.
Here's me getting my second kill.
Nice. Yeah, I snuck in that little card on him. Right as the turret hit him, and you're just like, bink. It's man, this game, it's so cool. I wish I was good at it. I could be good at it. I just don't want to spend the time. I'll be honest. I don't want to play League for the next 3,000 hours. That way I can play decent rank.
Yeah, you got to find a nice team to roll with, which I have. They're waiting for me. I need to start playing with them again.
Oh, right now? They're waiting for you?
No. Not right now. Probably not. But, pretty good group of players.
Yeah? That's good, man. On Warframe, my buddy who got me into it, Blake, and our fearless leader, John, as he's referred to, they have this little dojo. It's just them and me. We're the only 3 members. They explained it to me once, because I was like, why aren't you guys recruiting? As far as I can tell, you guys are good at this game. You're playing since the early days. And they were just like, oh, there's a bunch of fees if your clan gets too big that you've got to pay on the monthly, and then you take donations from the players. He explained it to me, and he's like, and honestly, I don't want to deal with a bunch of people I don't know. And I'm like, I agree 100%, but those dudes are so good at the game, and they put down the game for months, maybe even years at a time, and they just hop right back in it.
Yeah.
It's muscle memory. And I mean, I put in 3 or 4 years I was playing, and 3 of them were solid. Probably been playing 4 years, and 3 of those years I was playing every single day. I was rocking Joe in a cradle, and I was just fiending on Warframe.
Nice.
Yeah. In between my classes when I was remote, I was doing that too. Whenever I was off work, I got a spare chance, man, I was just grinding and grinding and grinding. And even when if I go back now, it'll come back, muscle memory, because time spent. But, oof, yeah, it's just constant, man. You need one of the the soccer announcers just to cover all of what's happening in this ARAM.
Yeah. It's a ruthless battle.
Yeah, dude, it's very fast paced.
Yeah, the matches are only about 20 minutes. That's average.
Ooh,
He's hiding in the other bush. Look at him come for me.
He tried to get you.
Nope.
No way, Jose.
So yeah, I just maxed out my Q first.
Okay.
On Twisted Fate, and I keep spamming that.
That's just your shotgunny kind of card spread move.
Yeah.
You're just dumping that down the lane and then running away.
Yeah. Picking away.
You know, one champion that I really liked was the boomerang chick.
Oh, Sever.
Yeah. I really liked that her basic attacks bounced in between everybody.
She crushes in this map.
Yeah.
She absolutely dominates. And it's funny because when we played, dude, she was the troll champion. they did not know how to balance this character and just make it up to par with the other ones. So if someone picked Sivir, you knew they were trolling. That's how bad Sivir was back in the day.
Dude, I remember because I really liked what she was trying to do. I really liked the boomerang and
She's
the bouncing
awesome now,
thing.
yeah.
Is she good now?
Yeah.
But like I could, every time I've seen her, and everyone I talk to, they're like, "No, she's trash. Like, don't even play her. Like, it's not worth it."
Back in the day, yeah. Same for Eve. Eve was so bad. She's the little purple and blue chick that goes invisible, and she has like poison. She was so bad that if someone picked her, you just knew that they were there to troll.
Yeah.
And they would go feed. Like,
Oh,
it was routine.
Yeah.
On purpose, they would feed. It was just a troll pick.
Yeah, no. I like the idea of Sivir because, like, you could bounce through a couple minions and still hit the tower or hit, like, a champion that was hiding in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're hitting multiple people at once.
And her Q is that big blade that goes out and comes back. And she has a spell shield.
Yeah, I honestly, I think it was the numbers that were wrong with her. Because I think, if I'm remembering, her abilities just seem so solid. I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I want in, like, champion. But, like, she just underperformed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just, like, her numbers and her values were just too low compared.
It took them a while, but they fixed it.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. She was always just one of my favorites. I was like, I love the boomerang chick. It sucks that she sucks. But that's usually what I do is like I find dudes that aren't good and I'm like, these are my favorite dudes. Like Udyr doesn't have any ranged attacks. But like I was like, I love Udyr. Super cool. But Udyr's good.
I've got the primal Udyr skin.
Dude, yeah. Oh, where he like actually kind of like anamorphs into the dudes. Oh,
into the creatures, yeah.
That's the one I wanted too. I was like, if I'm ever going to spend money on a skin, it's this one.
It's really cool now, dude. When you level up, you get like a capsule of some sort, and it gives you blue essence and champion shards. Let's say you already have that champion, you don't need the shards.
Mm-hmm.
You can disenchant it into blue essence, and that's what you use to buy champions.
Oh.
And you can also get like skin shards.
Okay.
And disenchant those for like a orange essence, and use those to get skins.
That's really awesome.
Mm-hmm. They made it even more free.
Yeah. Because now like all that grinding actually pays off.
Yeah.
Where before it was like you're not getting these skins unless you pay for them. Like
or you get these chests and keys and
or they like give them away for some kind of like event or whatever.
That's another thing though. They give you chests and keys, and those also give you shards and essence.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
so much cooler than it was.
Yeah, so I have so much essence that I just always have every champion. Whenever it comes out, I buy it, but I never really check it out. It's just to have it in case like ARAMs, I need to trade something, or there's some use to it.
That's how the dudes I play with on Warframe, they don't even care what champions come out. They just like spend the money, buy the like special items that go along with them. Just like, I don't even know if he's gonna be good, but I want him.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see that I'm crushing, but my team is not.
As per usual, I am the best player on this team, and he just got killed. Perfect.
Yeah, I think this is when things go south. We don't really have a good late game team. Just not enough CC.
Carry's still a good thing.
Carry.
Yeah. Like you have the like the late game characters that like they're trash in the beginning and then they're good late game. The carries. Who's that?
Yeah, I guess
that blonde dude who shoots like lasers out of his hand. He's got like the big bow.
Ezreal.
Yeah,
he's a beast.
Yeah, originally, like, I don't know if they took away the tags or whatever, but they used to have champions that were carries.
Yeah,
and they just like they were meant to be
Range
protected. Yeah, like meant to be protected in the start of the game, and then late game they get like good. Like, it's just how their stats changed or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, I got pwned right there.
Yeah. White.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody sucks. Anyway. You been keeping track of any news lately in the gaming world?
Yeah, the guy who stepped down from Riot's MMO, it was like a death in the family type situation. It wasn't business drama or anything like that. It was something serious.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously
That's
condolences. Yeah, but I mean, at least it wasn't like some shady stuff going on. Like
Nothing going on with the game. Dude just needs some time, and I don't blame him.
no, absolutely. I mean, you need to spend time for family. What's the point of doing all this if like you have to ignore or disregard or abandon family?
That man, ready for this Diablo open beta?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be playing on the open beta.
What are you gonna play, dude?
Yeah, what do they got? The barbarian, the rogue, and the sorceress? Is that what it is? Or the wizard? I forget what the names are, but it's basically like warrior, rogue, wizard. And
Is that's all that's gonna be available?
I think they were talking about one of the other betas, maybe in the future. They're gonna have like the druid and something else.
That's what they did with Resurrected.
Yeah.
They pretty much did it just like that.
Yeah, I think it's just so like they can slowly test out each class to make sure it still works right. Blah blah blah. But honestly, you know me, I'm probably gonna pick the rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing it too. We can both rock rogues. Screw it.
Oh, dude,
Be good in PvP.
Yeah. I mean, that's originally why I started playing the rogue, as we got on a PvP server, and like the stealth was just so invaluable. It was me and a couple other people, and we all played on rogues, and we just like snuck around and we just ambushed dudes on the side of the road. Yeah, they were just like riding by on their mounts, and we'd jump out of bushes and just be like, yeah! Gank them real quick, and then like they'd alert everybody, like, oh,
Did I ever tell you about
we'd run.
the group of rogues that added me to their group and thought I was someone else?
No.
Yeah, this happened when I started playing Classic. I made it to like level 17 or 18, and this group of 4 rogues invited me to their group, and they're like, "Hey, man, brother, how you doing? You made another account?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Yeah, totally. This is me.
And they were like, and someone in the chat, "Is that him?" "Yeah, dude, it has to be him. That's him." And I'm like, "It's me." They're like, "How you been?" I'm like, "Great."
It's the Cope Rogue.
And then it's because of the name I chose. It's I chose the name Ubitzia.
Oh. No, it's
And-
probably just real close to one of his other accounts.
It means assassin,
Mm.
and we were both playing rogues,
Yeah.
and he had the same thing, just spelled slightly differently than me. And yeah, I guess we just had that in common. And for the rest of the time I played Classic WoW, people would message me and be like, "Yo, haven't seen you in so long." And this dude was on Horde, and I was playing Alliance. He was on the other faction, and I had people from my faction that thought they knew who it was, and I had to tell them, dude, the whole time I played, no, it's not me.
They just thought you were an alt for him.
They just thought it was him making like his 3rd or 4th rogue, because the dude loves rogues.
Yeah.
And came a time in our late level 60s, I'm doing something, getting ready for a raid, and all of a sudden I get stunned from behind, and that's the one where you're just knocked out. And once you're in combat again, you can snap out, but he peeks around and it's him, dude.
What?
And yeah, so I had to get the add-on that translates, because they speak different languages.
Yeah.
And we could type to each other, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, everyone thinks you're me." He didn't kill me, obviously. He's like, "Dude, same, everyone thinks like I'm you or you." And it was hilarious.
That's crazy.
From
man.
level 17, I was getting people like, "Hey, man, like,
Yeah.
great to see you're back."
Oh man.
And then there was people in my guild who thought it was him,
Yeah.
who legit just didn't believe. They were like, "It's him."
Yeah.
And then someone was like, "No, I just saw the other one. He was on this boat. He killed me."
he's still on right now.
Yeah,
He's right there.
I'm glad we ran into each other.
Yeah.
Very interesting time. Also, the fact that I leveled up so fast, and surprisingly, it was my first time playing a rogue. I just grinded. That's why people thought I was just leveling up like a fourth character. Yeah, dude. It needs assassin. I had to keep telling people that. It needs assassin.
Yeah. I don't even know this dude.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah. Is that your favorite class on WoW? Is the rogue?
I don't know. Probably, yeah. That was the only time I played it, and it definitely took over.
Yeah.
I used to play like Shadow Priest a lot.
Yeah.
I think it started off with Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I know he started off Warrior, but that was high school days.
Yeah. I played Hunters for a while, and I just didn't like it. It just constantly felt like I was having to micromanage the pet, and if I didn't, I was dead.
Yeah, they eventually made that easier, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, this
Sadly.
was
Lich King, Burning Crusade.
Yeah. It was so much harder before to like manage your pet.
I ended up doing it in Classic. I got a guy to 60. I just was like, alright, I'm going to learn how to do it and keep up with it. And it's so worth it, dude. I remember I caught this pet. I forget what the area is, but it only spawns like once every 24 hours. So you have to be in the right spot at the right time to catch it. I think it's some sort of panther.
Yeah.
And it was fun. They're so good for PvP in Classic.
Yeah, they are good. It's just, I don't know, man. For me, like, the simpler the thing is, the better I do, because like there's just less for me to worry about. Like, I don't mind playing a simple class.
Yeah,
like I can play them very well. It's just like the more I have to micromanage, the worse I get at playing. And in the pet stuff was just, it was annoying. You had to feed your pet constantly.
Yeah, I definitely quit at like the first time I ever tried to hunt her. I was like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah. It was meh. After that, man, I tried every single class. I could not find a class that I liked. There was always just something I didn't like about it.
Yeah.
Something that was annoying. I eventually landed on Rogue. And honestly, it was just because of invisibility. I got really into playing on PvP realms. And like I just got used to being able to vanish if something went south. Just being able to run away. And
I really hope that that's a thing in D4. Like just being able to straight up go invisible. Like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't see why they don't do it. I hope they do it. You know?
Even if it was just like the rogues vanish, where like you disappear and you've got like 4-6 seconds of invisibility.
Yeah.
Not just like a straight up stealth where you're like, I'm invisible until I do something.
Yeah, but also that's a lot of fun in WoW.
Oh yeah. It's so much fun, dude. Again, on PvP servers, it was awesome. I could go and kill a quest giver, and then just like run into the forest and just stealth in a bush. And there's all these dudes just blasting out AoEs trying to find me.
I had so much fun, dude, leveling up a rogue in a PvP server.
Yes.
My first time doing it.
It's the best.
Even if I died, it was like a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the combat in WoW is just...
It's so much fun, man. I miss it. I do miss World of Warcraft. It's always going to have, like, a special, like, nostalgia. But, like, that nostalgia is only for, like, Classic and Burning Crusade. Everything else I could never play for the rest of my life and be fine. But every time I see WoW content, I'm like, man, I still want to play. But that $15 a month always gets me. I'm just like, 4 months, that's a whole game.
Yeah, I was talking about this the other day. The the last private server I played on before they came out with their own classic. The night it opened up, there was over 10,000 people all in one realm.
Yeah.
It was popping.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
one of the most fun times I had playing WoW. And I had a feeling that they were going to come out with classic. Like you'd hear rumors, you
Yeah.
know, and I was like, hey, there's still a lot of people playing on the server. I wonder if I can get anything for my account. I actually sold my account for like 80 euros. At the time, they were worth more than $1.
Yeah, yeah.
And surprisingly, you could sell accounts on a private server, and people will give you cash. And sure enough, Classic came out like within the next year or so.
Yeah. I mean, how long have people been asking for a remastered D2?
And we finally got it.
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since it released, but like since they people have been asking for D3, people have been asking for an updated D2. Like they're just like, man, like gimme. Like it's they want to relive that nostalgia, but like honestly, they just want to play with like new graphics and new mechanics and like smoother frame rate and like it's like I want to play my old games, but I want to be able to play them well. And I think that's why the modding scene is so big. Private servers are so big, and all these like little, not even third party people, but like, just dudes in a room with a few computers, just
Reviving a game.
yeah,
We
making
ended up
new
winning
code.
this match.
You ended up winning?
Yeah.
Oh man!
I went 18-8. It looks like.
Ooh,
So I did pretty decent with
Yeah,
the Twisted
man.
Fate.
pretty decent. Gonna come rushing out trying to get you.
I never thought I'd play this champion.
Yeah, that was always Mark's brothers.
Mark's brother, yeah, he was TF main.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that dude play anything but. It took me forever just to see Mark not play Cho'Gath.
And when he didn't, I was like, yo, play Cho'Gath.
yeah.
I want to win.
He's like, I'm so tired of playing him. You're like, shut up and play him.
What else, man? Got my PS1 games.
That's right.
Just-
Cool Borders 3. That's the game. I was thinking SS Tricky. It wasn't that. But as soon as I saw that cover, you were like, guess what I got? I was like, that's it. That's the game I remember.
I got him, bro. I got Apocalypse with Bruce Willis. I can finally play the full game.
So remember I had the PS2, right? You remember that ATV game?
Yeah,
ATV Off-Road Fury 3?
yeah.
I just saw gameplay of it, and I was like,
I think I have one of them.
do you?
And I had 2 controllers, yeah.
Oh, man. That game was so much fun.
I'm pretty sure I have...
I don't even know if there's stories or whatever.
Did you have 3?
I think so. I think that was
Okay.
the one for PS2.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I get the one that you had, because that's the one I played.
Yeah, yeah.
The one that you had.
I'm sure there were missions. I'm sure there was like a story or campaign.
We
I didn't care.
freestyling.
We just ran out into the woods or just like hitting sick jumps and stuff. Again,
man.
it was that whole era of like the Tony Hawk games were just killing it. So everybody was making a Tony Hawk-esque game, right? Like the ATV things, you were riding around, you were hitting jumps, you were doing tricks, landing, getting points. Cool Borders, same realm. There was the inline skating game.
Mhm.
There was all these games where essentially you were just doing some kind of sport and you were just tracking points. Doing
Open
cool
world.
Yeah. Go. It's a skate park. Go wherever you want. Crash stuff, break stuff, grind on things, climb up.
Which reminds me, you're gonna have to help me program this remote, set up this old ass TV.
Oh, the crunchy boy in the corner. yeah. I mean, dude, I'm down to play this game. I'm looking at your little Fiend station right now, man. And I recognize
The
half
games
those
are
games.
ready, dude. The demo disc came in too.
Yes.
13 PlayStation Underground demo discs, and
Oh.
most of them are still sealed. So I'm probably just gonna leave them sealed. I think.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if you were going to crack them open.
Yeah, we'll just play the open ones.
I'm down, man. What do we need to... Do we need, like, a capture card? Or something to record? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, we could do, like...
It's a PS2.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. There's got to be something. I'm sure there's something. Because I really doubt...
I'm just trying to throw down, dog.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, man. If we can record, why not record?
We'll set up one of the cams.
You could be in the room with us. It'll be like a point of view kind of thing. You can just watch two fiends play. Dude, I've been checking out the Discord like every couple of days for Land Ahoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me watching this.
A little indie game on its way.
I think there's... I don't know if it's technically a closed beta, because I'm pretty sure they just kind of like let anybody play it. But I haven't gotten to the point where it's like, hey, can we record this? Can we put this on the channel? Like, how much are we allowed to do with your content? But it's like a sailing, town building, kind of like... At first, the characters looked really like clones of Animal Crossing, but they changed the models to be like a little bit less... I mean, they were pretty much like Animal Crossing clones.
I can't wait to set sail, dude.
Yeah.
Land ahoy.
Oh, there's another game, Maelstrom. Downloaded, haven't played, but it's like a ship battling game.
Nice.
I don't know why. I've been like looking at town building and ship sailing games lately. And obviously Pokemons.
Yeah. You know, I used to play that War Thunder, the airplane battle game.
Yeah.
They made a ship one.
Did they?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fun at first, but then they want you to spend real money.
Oh no.
You got someone setting sail with a $500 USD.
It's hard to beat. Yeah,
it's hard to beat that boat. It was like that in War Thunder too. Once you get like such a good win-loss kill-death ratio, you just start getting matched up with people with $20 ships and then $100 airplanes, $20 airplane, $100 airplane.
There's a whole bunch of those like mobile games, right? Where you have like a castle or whatever, and it's PvP. There's a bunch of castles around and blah blah blah. You build stuff. It takes like 5 minutes to build this building, and then it takes 10 minutes to upgrade it, and then 15 minutes. And they just keep stacking and stacking. You can spend money to speed it up. But what it turned down to was like the dudes that are buying the gems, the currency, the real money currency. Those dudes were able to just speed up everything, do more than you, be faster than you, be stronger than you, have more buffs than you, just be way further ahead. And this game's they're just not fun when it's like, oh, you have to be rich to be good at this game.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I don't want to spend $500 on a freaking mobile game. Like, come on.
But you could be the best.
Yeah, at a mobile game. So, like, what are you gonna do? I've been looking through all my Game Boy games. I got them all in a drawer. Just looking through them, and I'm like, man, I would love to play the original, like, Pokemon Gold again. And I've got Heart Gold too, and I'm looking at these, and I've been watching all the Nuzlocke challenges, so the dude's just running through the game. I'm like, oh, I kind of want to play again.
You can get it on your Retroid.
Yeah.
Don't you have a Game Boy?
Yeah, I have the original Game Boy and the original games. I know he's running it through an emulator, that way he can record it. So it's like, it might be better on my computer, honestly.
Yeah.
Other than not being able to take it places. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can link the Vita up to the PC and record it that way if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So, Vita exclusive games out there I might dabble in. I still haven't booted up Uncharted into the Abyss, but I need to do that.
Yeah. I've heard those games are amazing.
Yeah, they take advantage of the touchscreen when it comes to
Ooh.
a lot of different things, which is awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about the Vita exclusive games is there's a lot of things that you should use the touchscreen for.
Yeah. It was really cool with the Game Boys, the DS, when they had 2 screens on it, and like the bottom one was a touch screen, but you could have like all your menu stuff on the bottom. Like that's how Pokemon was kind of set up. Was the top screen was like the Pokemon are battling, the bottom was all your stuff, so you could use the stylus and like use items, use moves real quick, and they didn't like get in the way. It was like having 2. I mean, it was having 2 screens.
Reminded me.
Well,
Retroid dropped a little hint on their next item.
oh no. Yeah.
You just see either a finger or a stylus coming down on the top of a screen, and it's a shade. It's hard to see it, but you can tell what it is, and it just says you'll flip for this. So, I mean, that's a clamshell.
Yeah, dude.
They're coming out with the clamshell soon.
I kind of want that.
I'm getting it.
I like the clamshells. I feel a lot better about carrying stuff in my pocket if it's a clamshell.
And it's going to be like twice as strong as your Retroid now. You can play GameCube, you can play PS2.
Ooh.
You could play all the good games on Android store if you wanted to, because it runs on Android.
Oh man,
all the Pokemon you could think of. But let's look at the DS Lite for a second.
Okay,
this thing's got 2 screens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is the Retroid gonna have 2 screens, or is it just gonna be one and then have all this open space at the bottom?
Well, yeah, the SP had only 1 screen. It was a clamshell.
True that, and that was great.
Yeah, but it was skinny. That was the main thing. The buttons were centered. They weren't like to the sides of the screen.
Oh, I hope they do a good job on this.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to get them.
Yeah, it would be awesome if I'm not sure. Now that I'm older and I've got bigger hands than when I was like a young baby, I like when the buttons are more to like the side of the screen versus like when they're in close, because it kind of feels like I'm all scrunched up playing on the SP. But the SP was super convenient, super small, super portable.
Yeah.
So like it had that going for it. It was really compact. It was like is probably my favorite.
The DS Lite, my hands cramp after a while.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times I'm laying down when I'm playing it, and they cramp extra fast when I'm doing it like that. Yeah. People started making their own 3D printed grips for the Retroid Pocket 3 and 3 Plus, because same thing, your hands, there's not a lot for your hands to rest on.
I'm noticing that with the Retroid 2. It's just very thin. Yeah. And I know they were trying to go for like a really convenient, but like it's like I'm holding it with 3 fingers on each hand.
Yeah.
And like these bottom 2 just aren't doing nothing.
So hopefully this clamshell, they do something different.
Yeah. Speaking of grippies, the DS Lite, they sell grippies that like actually like.
Also, do you have any DS Lite games I could try?
Do they take little cartridges?
Yeah, Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
I mean,
if they play Switch games, then yeah.
No, not Switch.
Not Switch. Oh, DS Lite. Sorry.
Yeah. DS Lite.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, you can have one of my Pokemon games if you want.
Yeah, I want to try one out. I just want to see if the slot works, if anything.
Yeah. No, I've got Animal Crossing. I've got a bunch of Pokemon games. I tried to get every gen I could. I think I'm actually missing Diamond and Pearl. I don't know if I've ever played those ones. Like, I think that's the 4th gen. I don't know if I've ever played a 4th gen Pokemon game, which is huge oversight. I know. Should fire me. No, I've got a ton of little DS games you can definitely borrow.
So what you
100%.
think, man? You like the new tavern?
Dude,
it?
honestly, man, we were cramped up in that little hallway. We were making it work. I mean, listen, we were able to record. We had our own like floor, basically, right? We were by ourselves. We weren't like, worrying about anything happening to the stuff. It was really nice. But like, dude, now that we got this room cleared out and like the little roaring fire,
We got a
man.
roaring fire up in
It's
the
a
tavern.
fake fire, but it's roaring. We got a closed off room. We've got 2 doors, and a separate floor away from people to be able to record. And that's it's been so nice, man. Like, I've barely even heard a peep since we closed that door. But we had to do so much, clean up stuff, move stuff around, connect
Do
electricity.
some a little bit of electrical
A little
work.
bit of electrical work. I sliced my finger up real good because I was being dumb with a knife doing electrical work. Man, and we even have an extra seat. So,
For a guest
yeah,
that could be coming
Oh.
next episode
Oh.
on our 10th episode.
our 10th episode. That's right. This episode is number 9. Our next episode, number 10. Double digits. You guys have been along for the ride. I hope you stay on for the ride. Episode 10. You kidding me? Did it.
We did it.
We did it. We made it to 10. Nah, we have the possibility of having a third person. We've got enough room where we can start recording gameplay of like card games and board games. Both of our computers are able to record gameplay footage. We're really, really set up. Like, we kind of finally broke through.
It's been almost 4 years since we started, actually. Since we started putting this idea together.
Yeah.
Coming up on a year. Since
Yeah.
Talks of the Troll Bar Tavern was opening its doors.
Talking about it, establishing it, just working out all this stuff.
Heck yeah.
We've been recording months and months and months before our first podcast episode.
Yeah.
Gathering gameplay footage, man, messing with the sound and the audio, all that stuff. And
Trial and error, baby.
we're finally here.
Now we got a little retro corner set up in
Man.
the corner.
This is a pretty sweet little fiend station.
Check out them consoles.
I was looking at there. We got the PS2. We got the Xbox
360.
360. We got the Xbox One. PS3.
That's a Series S, boy.
Series S. Ooh, ooh.
And then we got the
ooh.
PS3,
Ooh.
which I know I've mentioned before, but I'll say it again.
Say it again.
There's a ton of PS3 multiplayer games that you can play online if you connect to a specific DNS server. And the group is called PS1. ONE, .com. And if you connect to that DNS server, ton of great PS3 games you can play with other people.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was, I know I mentioned it before, but they did like a revival server. And that's why I got that from Dale. I was like, can I borrow this?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you can have it. I'm like,
You got a Sega Genesis too, didn't you?
yeah, he gave me a Sega Genesis.
The OG Sega Genesis. Dale's just been kicking around in his closet.
Yeah. He's like, you can have this. I'm like, what? Yeah, right away I said, I got to put this on Reddit. Got to snap a pic of this. Took it all out of the box and everything. Got some Maddens. Got like some old Wizard adventure game.
What?
Yeah.
I would love to play that.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Sounds
to.
fire.
It's in the closet in the box.
We put it in a different closet in the box.
Having the original box too.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that.
Yeah, Dale really, really took care of it. I mean, it was shoved in a closet, but it was up on a shelf.
Yeah, if I get something off eBay and it still has its original box, I'm pumped.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a little bit of a flex. It's a great flex. Just like, yo, original box,
Yeah.
original packaging, original manual.
Oh man.
I still have my little Game Genie cheat thing for the Game Boy and the Game Boy
Oh, I
Color.
remember that.
Yeah. It's
That thing.
It pretty much doubles the weight of your Game Boy, and it slides into the back where the Game Boy cartridge goes into. And then you put your game in top of that, and it's got a little tiny booklet that you like flip through, a little paper booklet, little tiny boy.
Get your cheats.
Yeah, you get your cheats and you put in the code, and you can play like the original Mega Man and just be like infinite lives, no damage, always charge shot. Like a bunch of just like little tiny cheats for all these. I mean, they're probably older games, yeah. 90s, maybe mid 90s and older. So, got it at a garage sale. Still have it.
Dude, I'm pumped about this new Retroid.
Yeah.
I'll just order 2. You could just pay me back. Pay me back eventually. Because we're gonna be able to play Pokemon Revolution online on it. That's gonna be nice.
I mean, I'm playing it on mine now, but yeah, a bigger screen. Because right now it's like 640. It's like
screen.
Yeah,
That little guy.
yeah. It's little. I mean, I can play it just fine. It's just some of the numbers are a little bit hard to see because it's just not enough pixels.
I was playing. What was I playing? Elder Scrolls Morrowind on that.
Oh yeah,
And it was tough because you have to read in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So once the 3 came out, I was like, oh, getting that.
Yeah,
I got to get the bigger screen.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
dude.
pumped. Keep thinking about it. Why did they have to do that? Just release a picture of
Yeah.
you'll flip for this.
How
And you could
dare
barely-
they tease you?
You could barely see what it is.
How dare they tease you like that? Jezebels. Man, I'm been talking. I got all these games I need to play, and right now all I'm thinking about is busting out the DS Lite and slapping in some Heart Gold, putting
Do
a
what
new
you gotta
battery,
do, dude.
putting a new battery in the Pokewalker, and just like
For when you're not on your PC, you know?
yeah, I'm not on my PC.
When John's on there.
I
you
don't
know?
have my phone or my Retroid. Just, dude, I'm just gonna start carrying a backpack full of games now. I'm just gonna go back to like 12-year-old Jake, who has like a little tiny like JanSport backpack. They're like his Game Boy's in there, the batteries are in there, his cables are
Get a
in there.
magic deck up in there.
Yeah, my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Slap that bad boy back in there.
Oh man, I remember you had the one Game Boy you had with the little Pikachu on it.
Yeah, dude, I don't know where that one went. It was
Damn.
the anniversary edition, and the power light was Pikachu's cheek. There was Pichu on it. It came out when Gold and Silver came out because they were celebrating like 2nd gen of Pokemon, another 150 Pokemon. Like, come check us out. Pikachu's got a baby form. Isn't that cute? He's already cute. Let's make a cuter form of him. And all silver. It was awesome. I have no idea where it is, and that makes me so sad, man. Yeah. What a fail on my part. What a fail. I moved too many times. That's what it was. It just got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, that's what happened to pretty much all my stuff growing up.
Yep.
Just gotta learn to live without it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just going to be sad for the rest of my life because of it.
Just go on eBay and buy another one and pretend like it's the same
Yeah,
one.
for like $400.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, dude. Because it was a special edition Game Boy. Yeah, it was Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color, yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I just got an invite to play Counter-Strike
What?
with Fesog.
These.
Fesog, I started playing Counter-Strike with him whenever I was 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 1.6, Counter-Strike 1.6.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a pretty good team. Everyone was like in their 30s and up, and I was 15.
Yeah.
Didn't know what I was doing. Was playing on like a Dell Office desktop with some random NVIDIA graphics card that someone gave to Eddie, and Eddie was like, "Dude, you want to put this in Mom's PC?" I was like, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
And it helped so much.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
It helped so much.
Yeah, man, that was your life for a while. Like all you're talking about, all you were doing, man, it was just Counter-Strike, man.
Yeah.
You were just like,
yeah, we were playing tournaments, and they took it really seriously, so I took it seriously.
mm-hmm.
I remember how it started. It was me and this dude Grizzly, just in a public game, and me and him are crushing, and he adds me. He's like, "Let's start a team." I remember our clan tag was SS, but I can't remember what it stands for. I think it was like...
Ugh,
yeah.
SS isn't good.
I think it was like Silent Snakes or something.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking, but it's definitely not that.
The SS has like some Nazi ties to it.
No, it wasn't that.
They're like, there's Secret Service or whatever for hunting out the Jews.
Well, it wasn't that. I think
All
we were
right.
Silent Snakes.
You didn't have like
something.
an animal. It wasn't like an eagle or anything, was it? Like a gold eagle?
No, I think Grizzly he's a grizzly bear.
Good.
He's the bear.
I'm just worried that like 15-year-old Jesse didn't get pulled in some like neo-Nazi BS. They're like, yeah, man, come and join us. Play some Counter-Strike. Yeah, dude.
No, it was a bunch of boomers. It was a bunch of hairy boomers, and they picked on me, but
Oh,
it was a good time. And Feesog was one of them dudes. I know he joined late, like right before we started playing the actual tournaments for this league. Is when he hopped in, and me and him have been Steam friends since. The other guys, I don't know, boomers, doing boomer things.
You know what boomers are.
They're doing boomy things over there.
Probably out there eating tapioca pudding by now.
Yeah, we always talk about it. He's like, man, we need to get a hold of Grizzly. His Steam account's like hasn't logged in 10 years.
The glory days. We gotta get back to glory days. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but he plays CSGO, and I'm good on that. I played enough of that.
Yeah. Played enough for both of us, man. Yeah, man. So, how about we close off with the troll and the bard
Oh yeah,
of the week?
Who's your troll of the week, dog?
Oh man, my troll of the week. Goodness, I have a bard. I have a good bard. My troll of the week. You know what? I gotta go with my firstborn John, because that dude is not listening to me, and I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to understand, but the dude picked Charmander as his starter, and I'm like, all right, bud. Like, listen, I don't want to tell you how to run your life, but you're gonna need to get like a grass or a water type, because like Brock is tough. You're going to need to beat Brock, and then you're going to go straight into Misty, and she's going to wreck up your stuff. And he's like, I got it, Dad. All right. So he trains, and he gets whomped by Brock, because he got one super strong Charmander.
Was he getting mad?
He wasn't getting mad. He was just like, oh, I lost. Cool. Let me go get a couple more levels, and I'll go fight Brock again with my Charmander. And I was like, buddy, we got to learn the types, and like it's going to be way easier if you get... I don't care. He eventually just powers through Brock. Like, trains up his Charmander. It just gets started, and he just grunts his way through Brock.
I thought about doing that with my Roselia. I'm like, why don't I just level this to 100 and see if I can beat Mewtwo?
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, cool. And now he's trying to fight Misty. All water, a whole water Pokemon gym. And he's just like, you know what? I just need to get this dude to a Charizard. And then I can totally just take on Misty's gym. And I was like, my guy.
Can't do it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be like, no, you're wrong and you're dumb and you can't. No. Because he's not. He's just being stubborn, and he's like, Charizard is super strong. Charizard can totally beat the Staryu. 100%. He's just going and going and going. And he's not training any other Pokemon. He's got a full party, full inventory, plenty of other options. And he's just like, nah, Charizard, my guy.
Dude, you gotta get him a handheld so he can play on the go.
Yeah, he's got a little laptop, and he's posted up in my room while I'm playing on my PC, or he's at the kitchen table or on the couch, so...
You might have to hand down the Retroid to him once you get a new one.
Honestly, if I get another Retroid, like, yeah, probably pass it down to him.
Give him the old purple boy.
The old perps. But, yeah, he's my troll, because he's just...
Troll.
Man, I'm worried he's actually going to do it. And it's just be like, yeah.
He's like, told you, Dad.
Yeah, shut up, old man. This is my time now. Just keep training one Pokemon.
How long you been playing this game?
Yeah. Cool, yeah. I'll never beat a water type with a fire type, yeah.
It's like level 80.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, come on. Like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying not to be a jerk about this. Just be like, stop it. Go level a grass type. But he's just been messing with me.
Troll.
Not even on purpose. Just, no, I'm doing this. Stubborn boy. But you got a troll?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
My troll of the week is my supervisor at work. Because he keeps getting me with the little circle thing. You know how like someone...
Oh, yeah,
they make
yeah,
a circle
yeah.
with their hand, and then if you look, they get to punch you.
Yeah. Got you.
So... He got me like twice in the same day, and
you're already tired. You already don't want to be there.
And then he just socks me in the arm and laughs.
Just a man punching you.
Shout out to Rob. You're my troll of the week.
Yeah, being a bully.
He's cool though.
Oh yeah,
he's great.
He's just messing with you a little bit.
Who's your bard of the week, my dude?
My bard of the week is it's actually not game related. It's just like personally. Kind of thing. My buddy and cousin-in-law, Jay. Dude has a weight bench and a bunch of weights, and he just bought like some more stuff for it. He's been letting me not only use his weight stuff, but also been working out with me. And it's just been struggling to try to get in shape, and having someone else there is just like, nah, we're going to do this together. I'm going to like motivate you and yell at you and make fun of you because you're not putting up enough weight. And all this other stuff.
He's a good clown to have around.
Yeah, man. He's a good guy. He's
funny.
Guy. He's really funny.
He was just here the one day. He's just drinking a Yingling on the couch. I'm like, yo, what's up?
He just pops over, man. He's funny. He's a great guy, but honestly, he's been really helping me. Just work out, stay focused. Again, like it's gonna be a long time before I'm back in shape, but this dude has just been facilitating me and just being a good friend. And I just wanted to give him a little shout out. Helping me out outside of the games in the real world, the outer net.
Oh, that's important. The real world.
Yeah, dude, got to.
Shout out to JJ.
Yeah, you did it, man. Episode 9, you made it. And now the Trolls Bard.
It's gonna have to be you, cowboy.
Me?
For hooking up the electric in this tavern and lighting up this cozy fire.
Yeah. I mean, like...
Yeah, because you did it while I was sleeping today. I didn't even know you were here.
No. Well, you work at nights and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I'll sneak over. We were being loud as crap up here, too. So I'm surprised I didn't wake you up. But, no, it took a little while, but it was simple. The electric was there. It was already run by Caleb for the most part. I just had to trace lines and tied into the breaker box. But honestly, like, you needed to move up here, man. You were down there sharing a wall with a bunch of crazy babies.
The tavern is complete.
Yeah,
The
you
man
need your
cave.
space, and the
Looks
podcast
great, man.
needed space.
Looks good up here.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like, well, you moved all the stuff up here. I just cleared the space for you. And,
Hell yeah.
gave you a little light bulb and some outlets. But, yeah, dude, this is...
What are you gonna do? Just being a bod, you know?
Yeah, I'm not
Just
trying to,
over
like...
here being a bod.
No, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it was a big deal. I'm not trying to, like, downplay it, but at the same time, like...
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Did a little sneak attack, dude. I definitely heard some movement, but I went right back to dreamland, brother.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
out.
I tried my best not to wake you up, but yeah, I turned off the power for a while, and I was like, I wonder if Jesse's got any, like, white noise machines or anything. And just like, boo.
Well, I usually get woken up at about 8 every morning. So I throw on the fantasy ambient rain music and just turn that boy up, and I'm out, dude. I'm right back out.
I've got a really old, janky fan that we found in one of the houses that we moved into. I just pop that bad boy on. It's like, grrr, like all night.
Nice.
I sleep like a rock.
Nice.
Because, like, I can hear my kids snoring, and I'm just like, I'll never sleep if I can hear them. But if it's just some rickety old, like, industrial fan,
Dude, I gotta do the rain music.
it's so calming and relaxing.
Yeah, it transports me into another dimension where I carry a sword and have a mohawk.
Yeah.
Just like I've always wanted.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So, all right, last question before we close up, because that just made me think of it.
Sure.
While you're gaming, what kind of music you listen to? Do you have like a genre or something?
I don't usually listen to music when I game,
Yeah.
but if I'm live streaming and you kind of need music, I'll go with the lo-fi hip hop.
Ooh.
Or I just listen to my own personal music, and eventually, my video gets muted, but whatevs.
Whatever.
People that are watching it in the moment enjoy the music.
Yeah.
Or at least I hope they do.
Yeah, I hope so. I'll listen to hip hop, and I'll also listen to punk. There's like the high energy, the high BPMs, beats per
Throwing them
minute.
Pokeballs.
Yeah, dude.
Oi.
I just turned on some Simple Plan, some Blink 182 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Is out there grinding on pokes.
Nice.
But yeah, man, I think that's about it. The new tavern. I'm actually getting a little cozy with this fire. A little too warm. Might have to
sleep up here, buddy.
For real, dude. I mean, you've got a couch. I might just take a little nappy poo. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. Episode 9, Trollbar Tavern. New location, new setup, upgraded. We upgraded the tavern.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time for episode 10. And we're going to try to make that a little bit more special. Since it
should be fun.
Double digits.
And we out.
See you.